Well, welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Rev Lee. Every day we come together. Every day we chat. Every day our energy expands and grows, or it doesn't. So the question I wanted to start today with is, what is reality? Because everyone says you got to get real. Let's face reality, Lee. Let's look at it this way. This is real. And you know what I've come up with? Reality is individualized. It is always what we perceive it to be. And no two people perceive anything the same way, because no two people have thought exactly alike, ever. And so if reality is different for people, why are you trying to convince people to see it through your eyes? Why are you trying to convince people that reality is different than what they know? Based on who they are and what they're experiencing, what their lifestyle is, their reality is very, very different. And it will never be the same as yours. That's why arguing with people is a waste of energy. Because if you're arguing with someone, let me just tell you, you're basically trying to convince yourself. Because if you truly know something, you say it once. You don't need to say it again. But if you got to say it over and over again, you're really trying to convince yourself. And I know that just ticks a lot of people off when I say it, but think about it. If you really know something, you're going to say it once, and you're not invested in whether that other person gets it or not, because you know it. And you see, you can't be invested whether that person gets it or not, because they're going to see it through their perception. And their perception is very different than yours. This is true about money. This is true about relationships. This is true about sex. This is true about alcohol. This is true about drugs. It's true about food. It's true about spirituality. It's true about government. It's true about world affairs. It's true about everything. You give people the same set of facts, and they will see it exactly differently because of their perception. My brother and I saw life very differently. He had an unconscious habit that he was meant to please his dad, my dad, his dad. So everything he did was to get dad's approval. But he became a teenager, and then when he did things wrong and dad let him have it in a way not acceptable today, he couldn't deal with it. Me, on the other hand, I didn't give my father that same power. I respected my dad. I learned from my dad, but I didn't put him on a pedestal. I was in no way trying to please him. I don't know why at a young age I did everything to please me. I wasn't attached to getting the approval of others. And it was very interesting. When I got into the corporate world back in 1987, I'd been in the corporate world for a while. I didn't get into it in 87. But when I took a personality profile test, and they compared you against 5,000 executives. And the one category was need to be liked. And on a 10 scale, 1 through 10, my rating was a 0.2. Not even a 1, a 0.2. And my boss at the time had a rating of 8. And he said to me, you need to change. And I looked at him and I said, I think you've got the issue, because you're doing things because you feel the need to please people. I absolutely don't do that. So I'm going to do whatever I feel is right. Well, he didn't appreciate that. And guess what? I didn't care. I knew immediately, oh my God, I have the wrong boss for me. It's amazing how you can learn things by just being aware. And sure enough, we were parted. When they did a consolidation, I was not taken. And you know what? Best thing that ever happened to me, because I didn't leave Texas. I stayed in Texas. I'm grateful that I stayed in Texas from what my options would have been, where I would have gone. So it's interesting. You were brought into this planet to be an individual. You were brought into this body to be unique. You were given the ability to create anything you want by simply looking at the beliefs that you create. And your beliefs will be different than your partners, than your children's, and your parents, than your friends, and then your work compadres. When you can get that, it's going to give you a lot of freedom because you're not going to waste your time. What came up for you guys as I was saying that? What's showing up for you in your mind right here, right now, when I talk about that reality is individualized and it's whatever you perceive it to be? It goes like this, doesn't it? What's the saying in Christianity that Jesus used? It is done unto you as you believe. Does anyone have the exact same belief as another person? Not at all. Not at all. And so that's why people ask me, am I a part of this religion, that religion? I simply say the religion that I'm a part of is love. And it's about learning to love myself more, learning to love others more, and learning to love life more. The thing that I'm really focused on now is being the individual that I am and loving my life. Loving my life to me means fully accepting it where it is, fully experiencing every moment, and then using the creative power of my beliefs to create new experiences, to accept them, fully appreciate them, and continue the cycle. Do you get it? Because we were meant to be creators. We weren't meant to be followers. We were meant to be unique creators of our own life. It doesn't mean you want to be a manager or a supervisor. You want to be an individual. I'm going to tell you what. I'll bet you money that the happiest times in your life were where you were just being you. And you were not judging you being you. And you, not judging you being you, didn't care what anyone else thought. You ever been in that situation? It's a great one. That's love. That's self-love at the highest of levels. That's what we're seeking to do. The more we can do that with ourselves, the more we can do it with others. We can only be love to someone else as much as we're being love to ourselves. So if you're interested in playing with me a little bit with respect to going deeper into spirituality, some of you out there attend my morning meditations, but on Christmas Eve at 10 a.m., I'm going to be doing a special healing meditation. And that meditation is we're going to focus on a few people. Here's the key thing. You don't have to be one of those people to heal. Because if you're on the meditation and you're one of the healers, the givers, rest assured you'll receive the same energy. So if you'd like to be a part of that, go to agapespiritualcenter.com, click on the calendar. Christmas Eve, 10 a.m. Central Time. Join me. Let's do something that's really meaningful for Christmas. How about giving life? How about receiving life? Could there be any greater Christmas gift? With that, my beautiful souls, make it a great day. And if no one tells you to, I will. I love you because I accept you just like you are. Until tomorrow, aloha.